Okay, much thanks there to political correspondent Al-Hassan Bala. We watched that clip earlier in our news bulletin. Shehu Sani taking his complaint to the APC national headquarters here in Abuja. And on Sunday, he had a rough time in Kaduna when some, according to thugs or youth, disrupted a press conference that he was holding at the NUJ secretariat here. Some say he jumped through the fence, and after things calmed down, Shehu Sani had to rush back here. But and Abuja said, God who kept the APC yesterday. God who kept yesterday was saying, God who kept the APC will still continue to keep the party and listen to the cry of those who have been affected here. I'm now being joined by Honorable Barrister Ibrahim Bello Rigachikum. He is a former member of the House of Representatives here and a barrister by profession. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Yes, barrister. We are seeing the APC. What we are seeing now largely is severe infighting here, and the Kaduna issue. You are from Kaduna State, and it appears it's getting more like a theater of shame.
Yes, thank you very much, viewers. Good morning. Honestly speaking, I'm so happy to be here once again so that I can be able to deliver this kind of issues. And as you rightly said, it's an issue of embarrassment. It's very, very unfortunate.
Okay.
Because we, the APC, we have
APC.
I'm an APC chieftain of the state.
Good.
And by your clips, you will see my presentation there.
Okay.
We took the matter from Kaduna down to the national headquarters because we can't take law into our own hands. Good. We have a yearning of change, and we know what transpired, but it just exited political party, how they lost on having an opportunity of ruling this country for 16 years. And this is the kind of instances. So we feel the best thing we should do is to file our own grievances and not bring it down to the National Assembly and to the national headquarters so they can be able to deliberate.
What is the crisis here? What is the crisis here?
The simple thing is that on the 29th of July, there was the Congress which is supposed to take up the election of those people to represent the local government, the local councils, the 3 per each local government. They're coming for our own convention. Which there's a guideline which was sent to all the 36 states,
okay,
how to be conducted. The cardinal principle there is that the whole election must be free and fair.
And
credible. So unfortunately in our own state, there was a committee which was sent from Abuja to come to Kaduna State, which we, the stakeholder, was supposed to be invited, so that we now arrange, how we do it credible. But these people were cornered. They were connected to the government house, and while so many of us were there,
they went to just greet him and take tea.
Yeah, they went there even more than that. Yes, more than that. So to get this at the end of the day, to cut the story short, we were there at the party headquarters of the state for almost 5 hours. And these people could not suffice. So and at the same time, the able two senators who were there. No, the leader was an issue. It has to do with the leadership of the party leadership of the state. But Alhaji Wada, who was the acting chairman was being given by the state, by the national, to lead the party, has not been given consideration or honored, while he was not recognized by the government of the state. So we the APC in Kaduna State, we are in this kind of dilemma for the past 2 years. It's very, very unfortunate because there was no by-election, which if the constitution of the party has been complied with, it's a very simple thing. It has been streamlined in the constitution. When any of the leadership or any of the person who happened to be elected, he was elevated, then there should be by-election so that this kind of positions can be covered. But that was not done. So there was imposition of some other people, which even the matter was taken to court here.
There's an allegation here that the governor, Malam Asif, an allegation here, the governor actually worked on the delegate list, got some guys who are delegates that may likely be coming for the convention.
The drama is simple. These people that came from Abuja to come with the committee to come, who were supposed to come and see with the stakeholders, they were there at the government house. Now it's like a drama, a gist. They went inside a room and wrote a name, and the following morning we just heard that yes, there was a credible election was taken, which was not. So the best is we now decided to go to the NUJ, National Union of Journalists, your own platform there, just to make sure that we tell our loyalists or the people of the state the position. Because we are stakeholders, people are worried, they don't know what's going on. Because they heard from social media, whatever, a credible election is happening from the whole 36 of this country. So we are frustrated. We don't know what is going on. So the best thing is we can't take law in our hand. We went there to tell the Kaduna people about what is obtainable. So by when we were there, some hoodlums appeared. It was terrible. It's what you rightly said. So many people escaped through the windows. Some people were macheted. Some people were
where did you escape from?
I escaped. That's why you see me here, because I escaped. But so many people were there.
All of you jumped through the fence. Some jumped through the window.
Maybe more than that. But we thank God we're here. But we can't take law into our hands. You know, I've told you before, we have the end of change. And the whole thing is embarrassing. So the thing is, we have to now bring the whole matter to national headquarters. And that's why we're there yesterday.
Let's come in here. At the point when President Muhammadu Buhari won the election, the next governorship election that came up, there was a clean sweep for APC. Now, all of you went to inauguration together. The senators went to NAS, Amalam El-Rufai and Balabantex is a deputy, they got inaugurated. Now, where did this problem started from? Because as anyone, we saw all of you together shouting, say Baba, but now it appears
I told you.
Baba's children are all in disarray.
It's a very simple thing. APC manifesto is it's crystal clear. Let's make provisions. Okay, an example. In our own state, Kaduna State, the party chairman, Honorable Balabantex, now he happens to be the governor, the deputy governor of this state. So the constitution of our party has made it possible, has made the provisions very clear that in that kind of instance there should be what is called by-election. Which after that by-election, since there's no consensus, then that particular should be covered. But if you Google now, up to today, the party chairman of our state is Honorable Balabantex. These 2 years of office. So there's a lot of misunderstanding, there's a lot of grievances where we took this matter even to the national. But unfortunately, nothing has been done. But we have a lot of people's interest in this our party. So we don't want to lose the grip of it. And this 2019 is approaching. So when we look at seniors, we say, okay, the best thing is we shouldn't take law in our own hands. Let's go and meet the leadership of this political party. Let them tell them what's obtainable in this state. That now, the scenario is so dramatic that if we not keep mute, we don't know what to tell our loyalists from the grassroots. One, and secondly, the whole of this kind of putting exercise will continue, will be practiced in 2019, where somebody will sit down inside his bedroom and now decide the fate of the aspirations of other people, which is void, it's illegal, and it's unwarranted. So that's why I want to come before the opposition before the national contest yesterday. I should have listened to your own clips. But
the loyalists of Malam Nasir El-Rufai are saying that you people appear to be somewhat, let me use the word they use, don't be offended, please, disgruntled. You people want to really come and hijack government or personal interest, that El-Rufai have been able to clean, according to them now, clean the state, and all of you have been packed in a corner, and that's why you want to really make the state ungovernable for him, and the party ungovernable for him. Is that true?
Thank you very, very much. I'm so happy with this kind of your observation. These are the yearnings. These are the words, the loyalists, including someone is telling the whole Nigerians. It's
that they have cleaned Kaduna State of all rough, and people are not happy about it.
It's wrong. Let the loyalists of our every governor, including himself, come to the media and mention any of our chieftain from the restoration, the Akida, and the K23.
People have groups.
Of course, we have.
Is that not a division?
We don't do division in our party manifestation. Okay. You understand? We don't do that. What we need to do, that Akida, we are realist, principle. We are trying to make sure that the government of APC comes to comply with the party constitution strictly, and that's our own offense. And that's what I said. But to answer your question, we want the loyalists of this our government and the administration to come clearly and mention any name from the restoration, Akida, the K23, to mention any one of them who came to look for contract, who came to look for money or appointment. Yeah, as I'm sitting here now, I don't even know where the government office is. I'm not interested because I have a principle. I want the government to comply with the manifesto of our party constitution, because this is our young. This is what we went to the grassroots, begging people to vote for us, and we succeeded by 100%. We stood the whole pause. But see what's alternative now. So the issue is we have to keep mute so that we will not talk, and that is not going to be possible.
But now, is it not a case of you trying to destroy the house you build? If all of you had suffered through the Buhari slogan, swept away the PDP that once held sway here, even with an incumbent vice president here, and you have a PDP governor, and all of them were randomly defeated, how come now you are now in the PDP state where you just cannot manage success?
You see, then you blame those that are supposed to be blamed.
Ooh, all of you are
thank you very much.
Why can't you manage success?
We are managing it by bringing out our own group, by trying to put the government at the right track, by enlightening the government policy to be of public interest, by putting the government to know exactly we have a party constitution which must be complied with, which has not been complied with. You understand that the yearning of Kaduna people are not happy with what is obtainable. So now with the stakeholders, if you don't love this our party, if you don't appreciate the beauty of this our party, if you don't love our governor, the K23, the restoration and the Akida will have come to say, look, Mr. Governor, you are debating by the left. Please come back to the right track. That's what we did. None of us went to look for any contract. None of us look for any employment. I'm a lawyer. I know what I'm doing. I have my own profession. Politics is not my profession. But we're in this polity to help our own state.
Okay, now, please, if you're joining us, we are speaking with Honorable Ibrahim Bello Rigachiko. He was a member of the House of Reps before and a political player in the Kaduna State ongoing political crisis, rocking the All Progressives Congress here. Yesterday, Hassan Bala Senior, a political correspondent, was at the national headquarters of the APC at Use, where they came to come and make their grievances known to the national leadership. On Sunday, they had suffered severe attack where some persons, youths or thugs or miscreants attacked a press conference, injured some journalists, and we saw senators flying through the fence, which they later returned back to console with the journalists who were badly injured. I'm not saying that we saw most of you there escaping through the fence. And now, in this case now, some political players on the other side are saying that one of your leader, Shehu Sani, stands suspended from the party.
It's not true. That's not to suspend any flag bearer of our political party. Look, our party manifesto is so beautiful. Everything is clear there. If you want to suspend any person, either a sitting member, a senator, a member of House of Reps, or any of our chieftain, there's a process. You can't know because you don't like my face, you just want to announce on the radio that you suspend me. That's not what our party streamline. So if somebody that we have cardinal offenses, which if each one of the card bearing member committed such kind of offense, he should be penalized, he should be suspended. But if you show personal vendetta, malice, political intrigue, jealousy, what have you, that cannot hold tight, that cannot make you to suspend any particular person. Now, if you want to suspend any person, it has to be from his own word, and he has any grievance based on that suspension here, you appeal to the local government. If it stands there that he's suspended, he can still appeal to the state. From there, he comes to the senatorial district up to the national level. So it's not easy to suspend a person pushing Barr, who's an APC card-bearing member, and also the person who's a sitting senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It's not, we have a process, we have a procedure, but we will not tolerate, we will not appreciate a personal vendetta. Hatred. It's not good.
And the governor said, as far as they have suspended him, he is no longer a functional member of the party.
The governor cannot suspend any flag bearer of the party. Nobody can do that unless he complied with the party constitution. This is not a military party. It's a sound party. We have a manifesto that is operating within 6 states, including Abuja. So Kaduna State is not an exception. If any person who committed offense, the process should be complied with. Fine. Nobody is saying that it cannot be suspended, but let the justice be done. That is our stand. So that is even it's a bygone issue. Nobody's talking about suspension of Senator Shehu Sani. That one is a bygone issue. But
they raised it on Sunday that Shehu Sani stands suspended.
Who suspended him?
That he lacks the
who suspended him? When was he suspended? On what capacity? On what capacity? What has he committed?
They call it anti-party.
How?
Insubordination to the leadership of the state and even that of the party. Because that's the Shehu Sani there, the man at the center of the storm. Go ahead,
the constitution of this country supersedes any other act or whatever you are bringing. So each and every person who is alleged to have committed offense, there must be justification. You must prove that beyond reasonable doubt. So now,
have you gone to court or is still just an issue? Because I interviewed.
That's what.
He told me that he's not suspendable.
Yes.
Well, why can't he be suspendable?
He's not suspended because he has not committed any offense, and that's why the matter is not in court. It's a child's play. We're talking about morals, top puppets, some of our miscreants in our state, that they are dancing according to some kind of incumbent interest and frolics. Whatever somebody who's a stakeholder will ask some boys to go and execute, that's what they did. And it's very, very unfortunate. So we are not going to do this kind of thing again in Kaduna State. Kaduna State is for all of us. We are at APC, and look at how the PDP has been unleashed now. We have the former vice president of PDP is in Kaduna State. The present chairman of PDP is from Kaduna State. We are not saying we are fighting our party. We are saying that let's reconcile. Mr. Governor, if you think the agitation, the worrisome, what you are saying, if you think you are wrong, this is politics. Look at our own agitations. Look at our own, what we explain to you. Set a committee. If we are talking science, let's reconcile this politics. But you cannot cow us. Nobody can cow us in Kaduna State. Because this party is for all of us. If we now succeed in 2019, fine. If we have been defeated, it's unfortunate, then but
yesterday when you people cried to the APC, the Chief John Odige Oyego led APC leadership here, you have cried before nothing was done. You cried again yesterday, nothing have been done now, 24 hours, almost 24 hours. What will happen should nothing be done?
Thank you very much. You see,
are you going to decamp to PDP? Or you want to go and create another party? Or you want to be somewhat a rumble in the ring? Just fight the party inside, cheer it and whatever it is.
We are not interested in decamping any political party. APC is our party. Like as I'm sitting here, as a chief of APC in Kaduna State, I was elected from the platform of Congress, CPC, to come to the National Assembly. And it was through this matter we had this kind of experience. So we are not going anywhere. APC is our party. We must sit together and celebrate it together. But if there's any grievances, or now, as we are not taking the law into our hands, as we escape death, we come to the National Assembly, we bring our petition, we meet the national chairman, we submit it to him before him, the president, and other delegates, and nothing was done. Yes, we have brains, we are human beings, we know it's called resolution. If justice is not done in our own kind of expectation, yes, we will sit down and look at a proper direction on what to do. But we're not going to decamp. We're not going to. Are you going to play the PDP card here? You sounding like the one that will play the card where you are not going anywhere, but inside will just be the spoiler. No, is that what you're thinking about? We are not going to spoil our party. APC is our party. I've told you. He said there's a legacy parties involved. That's what I mentioned. I came to the National Assembly on the platform of CPC. So that CPC is in my mind. We have our own sweat. The people dining and whining under this APC, they are enjoying our sweat. Because we told to the National Assembly, we now were able to deliver to our constituents up to some experience, notable achievement. That's why even during this matter, APC was considered. CPC was considered. So now, if some people come, we are thrown away, and we could not look for any job, contract, any monetary, or any appointment for any government after all the blackmail. But still, we want justice to be done. We want reconciliation. That's why, at this juncture, we are trying to make sure that let the government understand that there's some process of reconciliation. There's an avenue. If we want to play politics, let me put it to you and our audience. If you want to play politics, to spoil this party, as you are saying, this issue of regarding of Akida, the K23, and the restoration group will have come to start at this juncture. We'll leave it to 2018 ending. When there will not be any window of reconciliation. They will kill the party and look for a political party. But no, we want this our party. We have a lot of people, or a lot of followers. People want this party. And we are the chieftains, we are the stakeholders. We have a structure. Our structure is fundamental. There's so many people who are cooling them down. They want to debate other political party. We say no. There's a lot of opportunity for reconciliation, which I believe we're going to reconcile. So all we want is let the governor and the other lawyers, as you put it, let them have understanding of our agitation, of our direction. We don't spoil our party. We want reconciliation. We want mediation. We want an instant whereby people now will appreciate our victory. Now we are not maintaining the victory in the state. People are not happy. A lot of people are not going to so many political parties. We are not happy. Therefore, we have the power, we have the capacity, we have the influence to push so many people to go to other political parties. But did not. We are able to go to the
in all of this here, the governor looks not worried as far as he's concerned. He said the party is already very much intact. The party hierarchy are working with him. Those who are aggrieved are some Abuja boys. Let me use the word someone said, Abuja boys, who apparently are not seeing the good works going on in the state.
You see, that's what I told you. I'm happy a journalist. You see, you have this investigative journalism. You know the truth.
it should depend on who is talking.
The
government side have spoken, you are speaking yours here, but what they said is that you are the Abuja boys.
There's not like Abuja boys in this kind of polity. You see, the
so whenever you are the weekend, you come home, you cause trouble, you go back to Abuja.
We are not causing any trouble. Any person who's looking for mediation, any person who is agitated for reconciliation is not causing trouble. But any person who is feeling
is the governor looking for reconciliation here?
That's the question we made.
Have you been able to reach him as the governor, or if possible, you reach your former chairman, Balabantex, whom some believe is a respected man in Southern Kaduna? Have you been able to reach to create a synergy for peace?
For the past 2 years, we have been trying all avenues, all our best to make sure that there should be mediation, there should be reconciliation between our humble selves and the government. You see, the word used is what you rightly said, that most of us are looking for appointments, we are looking for contracts. What contract?
And you're not happy with the change and development going on the states?
Let me tell you, we appreciate. If there's any notable change, we wish to go to. None of us ever goes to the social media and condemn any achievement made by man Nasru Irfan. Let me tell you,
I've been taking him off on some of his behavior. Anyway.
You see, let me tell you, if you go wrong as a leader, and whoever wants to notify that wrongness, I feel that person likes you. That person, he wish you well. But is a scenario cannot different from any other from 36 states. If somebody is wrong, that will keep mute. There's democracy. We have freedom of expression.
But some are saying that. Some are saying, let me use the language of the PDP now. Family, if we should have gone to any, you should have just called it. Oh, you are the family affair.
Which family affair? When this thing happened, we went to the National Nigerian Union of Journalists headquarters in Kaduna. I've told you. And we're almost been maimed. So what does that mean? Look, let me tell you. All these people sending talks, come and embarrass us, come and call this kind of thing, they're the beneficiaries of this kind of feud. I stand to be corrected.
That means there are people who benefit from this crisis.
Yes,
they make money.
For the past 2 years, there are some people who are beneficiaries of these issues in Kaduna State. That's why they went to the social media insulting people. They couldn't understand the spirit of what is called reconciliation. They couldn't understand our agitation. As I've said before, if I'm trying to be wicked to this government, we would have done this at this stage. We are politicians. We can do this in 2018 when there will be any avenue of reconciliation. We're happy with this government. The only thing we want is that let's listen to public yearnings. We have issues. So let the government cooperate with us. You understand? Let's sit down together and Kaduna is our state. But the truth is that if we now detect some wrongs, we have to come out and now explain ourselves as party chieftains. I don't think we're in that kind of capacity. So, but if we're neglected and we have structures, people are listening to us, there's no way we can keep mute. We cannot put anybody because we don't kill our party, but nobody can come and kill our party. Because 2019 is approaching. As I've said before, the PDP chairman now is in Kaduna State. The former president from PDP is in Kaduna State, and they had a formidable structure. And now, the thing is, the PDP in Kaduna State, they are going look and cries looking for settlement and within themselves. So they are just looking at us like that at us. So,
you are saying now, Honorable, that if nothing is done here, the APC is snowballing into the path of doom.
Oh, of course, that is the gist. So that's why we have to bring the issue before the national headquarters, so that they don't examine what's happening in Kaduna State. Let them intervene as a matter of urgency. That look, something must be done. Sending Ms. Kawada that's going to political meetings to march checks to come and start, injuring people. It's not ideal. You understand that? If you look at
the policemen, I know for sure she was standing and others got policemen. When we are their own policemen when this miscampaign?
Can the police? 2 or 3 policemen were able to, can they control almost 100 miscreants that came with machetes? They couldn't. So many of us will have to put inside the room and locked to save our lives. Is that democracy? Is that what we are yearning for? The change? Is it what's happening in other states in this country? Is Kaduna different?
But the governor said he has no hand in it. He sent a press statement briefing the NUJ, condoling with them over those who were attacked, and telling them to take care that they will make sure that they secure journalists.
That is spirit of leadership. If I'm the one, if I'm involved, either indirectly, I'll never come and tell the people that I'm the one that's able to come and now machete distinguished senator of Nigeria. Is very unfortunate. But nobody say him, because the thing is that you only look at the scenario that become suspicious, but nobody mention he's the one because you don't have justification. You understand? But this is so dramatic. What transpired? Because we are APC state chieftain. Well, how about political? We have almost two senators were seated, almost 5 House of Reps members, incumbent are seated, almost 9 members of the Assembly are seated, and so many former honorables and so many other distinguished are all seated there. So when we saw this kind of embarrassment. So it's not it's another political party that's causing kind of problem for us. It's an internal issue. So that's why we have to bring the matter to the national, so that they can be able to deliberate and do justice to it, to avoid anything that comes in afterwards. Now,
should the national decline? Are we looking at the legal option going to court?
We're not taking up any courts. We are politicians. We have structures. You understand? And our people listening to us, and we're happy that we not take law into our hands. We do the right thing, and people are happy with the manner, the maturity, the way we're taking up the issue. So now, if the national was able to, I don't think so, to now endorse this illegality of sitting inside a room, dodging election, abstaining from doing what is legal, instigating or abetting or supporting people violating provision of our own manifesto, then we'll sit down as upset, reasonably, responsibly, put the whole thing what transpired right from the beginning up to a presentation of a petition before the national and what they did. At the conclusion, then we'll come up what we're supposed to do. But now we're talking about court, we're not talking about defecting any political party. We remain in APC, where APC is going to love our party. We thank God for the constraint and the electors who gave us both we emerged the governorship of Kaduna State. So we appreciate reconciliation and mediation. I think this kind of field. In politics, there's interest. So that was this kind of.
Are you sure? Because that's the man on the screen there, one of the there, Senator Shehu Sani, that many believe is the governor's act rival here. Are you sure Shehu Sani feels the way you feel about this matter?
Oh, you see, that's what I said so. You see, all we just want, the whole thing is one. We just want a situation whereby the national should do justice to this. That will the national encourage people to sit down in the room and write the name. As Mr. Lang in the party,
but some said they voted somewhere. So some people voted somewhere.
No, there was that kind of experience. We are stakeholders. We are eligible to even vote as a former member House of Representatives. We have not been seen any member of the committee up to this moment. While the other states, they are celebrating, they are doing that all successfully. I think it's only Kaduna and Bayelsa and one other, and I think Port Harcourt and River State, they have this kind of problem we're experiencing. While the other having said they did that all successfully. So we that we have been cowed, we have been oppressed, we cannot just keep mute. We cannot just keep quiet. We cannot take it into our hands. But the only thing is that we bring the issue reasonably and responsibly, so that the national should do justice to it, to avoid future occurrence.
No. We'll come back to Kaduna State. Just stay within the APC crisis now. At the national level, the party still appears to have some quiet in struggle there. Is it just a national problem here that because APC, they call them strange bedfellow? Some of you came from CPC, Malam El-Rufai, APC, but previously PDP. Some of them have mixed blood, AMPP. Some have Abga, the Rochas blood. Some are like the Rotimi Amechi, PDP turned APC, APC turned PDP turned APC. Just some mixed, strange bedfellows all together, trying to understand themselves and doing the rumble in the ring.
No. During the merger process, all the legacy party stakeholders unanimously agree and endorse to be one APC.
But do they change their political traits which they have used to operate in their previous
you know any political trick is what you know, but we don't know any political trick. All the four formidable parties that march into one, they have their political interests in their own way. But now we agree.
But it is an intense game for the CPC like you fighting the PDP turned APC governor now.
We are not partying anybody.
Because we are not partying anybody. When we saw crisis in the Senate, some are saying we have the PDP APC, the CPC APC, the AMPP APC, the ACN APC. It's like the PDP APC, which everyone will likely belong to, having defected from PDP to APC. Some of you who are CPC are not happy to have the PDP APC.
No, what you're saying will amount to an offense if you read our party constitution.
Okay.
The issue of bringing APC, CPC, APC, APP, APC, ACN There's a penalty to that. You don't. That is a long story.
But I'm not a party.
It's a past.
I'm not a party member. But it's in public domain that all of you came from different parties and meet at the point.
It's a notorious fact that we came from various parties and we match into one.
And yet the cracks from those parties.
We don't have any crack. We don't want to mention anything like crack.
This one is a crack.
No.
The Kaduna one is a crack.
It's an internal issue. And I've told you, we're able to diagnose a particular ailment which we want the leadership of the government to cooperate with us and solve that problem. So that's not a crack. Because if now our able governor was able to reason with the Akidas, the K23, the restorations, the Yanis, people stop blackmailing about contract, employment, or whatever. If you look at the caliber of these people from Akida, from the restoration, and the K23, well, that's the other thing we look for in appointment in the state. I'm telling the audience this. But the thing is, Kaduna State is our state. We don't look for anyone to come and solve our problem. We want cooperation. We want mediation. We want understanding. We want a situation whereby this issue will be put on the table and resolve it amicably. But Kaduna State is for all of us.
But why don't you take this issue to the presidency? Because I know I had seen him in the villa sometimes, even while he was Eman El-Rufai had started going rough in the public, he sometimes attended Jumat mosques. Why haven't you taken it to that level?
You see, there's stages of reconciliation, mediation. Now there's an issue which we have the influence to go to the presidency at any time. But no, we have to put the proper channel. Go to our mother party is there. They give us the listening ear. We ask them to go. This is our position. Go and make us find whether what I would say is right or wrong. If the find that is right, they should just to avoid future occurrence. That's just our interest. We are not interested in anything. All we want in Kaduna State now is that there should be an election. Whoever emerges the winner, let him take it. As other states did.
But they've already sent names. The people that came from Abuja have already taken.
That's not names.
They brought names. They brought names. They brought names.
Which name did they bring?
They brought delegate names.
Well, that's an agitation. We don't believe in that.
But they came to
Kaduna. There was no election in Kaduna State. That is the point. So that's why we're in the national. So as I've said before, if the national could not do justice to this, abetting, supporting illegality, then we'll sit down and do justice to ourselves. Because we cannot take law into our hands. We are respectable men of chieftains from APC in Kaduna State. I said, look at the caliber, look at the video clip, look at the kind of people there. There's no child there. We know what you're doing. So we don't want to embarrass anybody. But we want justice to be done. We want a situation whereby this kind of thing should not happen in future. So many, we have 36 states, almost 30 states. They have successfully execute their own. In our own, let there be election. Whoever do that should just take it. That's just we don't want anything more than this. And that's our stand.
Okay, thank you very much. Are you watching the program this morning on ITV? We have been talking with Honorable Ibrahim Bello Chikum, and he is looking at the APC crisis rocking and bedeviling his home state, Kaduna, where we are seeing some lawmakers and some political chieftains actually fighting dirty with Malam Nasser El-Rufai, the incumbent governor, over the delegate election which took place. We know we saw we of the pen profession suffered it when talks actually invaded our NUJ secretariat in Kaduna, injuring some journalists here. You saw this picture, it went viral with blood stains everywhere. And now the other party have run down here. But somehow, well, I have not spoken, but through a supporter of another group here, they have been speaking and trying to see if they can make themselves free. Everyone is just somewhat divided here. Honorable, the question of division is still what people, you are saying that there is no division, no crack in the party. But in your words now, beside the issue of mediation, what do you think can be done? Do you see the El-Rufai group of the APC in Kaduna State are backing down from the list that they have maybe from the list of their own election, if they had, because they say they had election, you say they never had their own election, even in government, they may do election in the government house, but there's a list already coming to it.
There has never been the history of election in the night.
We have seen. Under the party, we see election at night.
In Nigerian democracy, we need or we want what's called integration. The issue of writing results inside bush, under trees, inside darkness.
This will be under condition.
That should be a past consideration. We want integration in this our democracy. So we should not abet, we should not assist illegality. That's why we're here. We don't have any crack. Our agitation is very simple. Our word is, let there be election. Whoever should be a delegate. That's just our own stand. The loggerheads, the misunderstanding, the issue, the observation we have in the leadership of our state, where we have this kind of issues. No, we don't have anything. Everything is documented. We used to come out and tell Mr. Governor, come and sit down, let's discuss this kind of. This is what people are saying. Since we have the state of assemblies, and they continue to keep mute in issue that is disturbing the good people of Kaduna State, and they are representing our people from the grassroots. And there has not been a time when they cooperate with us, when they took the yearnings of their constituents to the executive of the state. We are watching. This legislative business is what we find ourselves for 4 years. We know what it is. So it's unfortunate, and we cannot keep quiet. We have children. We have even some yet unborn. Kaduna State is our state. We are seeing our neighborhood and some other states how they are progressing. So we cannot keep quiet. We have to make this about education, our exposure, our intellectualism, what have you, to make sure that we integrate our state. This is our own contribution. As I'm speaking here, I cannot sit down holding my arms, seeing this kind of rotten happening in my state. I will talk so that I'll defend myself tomorrow, so that happy work tomorrow, so that people will know that I tried my best, but I was oppressed. And that's our stand. If all what we are doing, we're not fighting any governor. We want reality. We want realism. We want idealness. We want a kind of compromise. We want a reconciliation, so that we can have better Kaduna State. The issue of blackmailing, telling people that they want to collect money in the national, in the state government, corpus or employment, what have you, that is distraction. That's not the subject matter. The subject matter is, let's put our hands together to serve Kaduna State. You understand that? So, but because what is autonomy now is the PDP are warming up. And then they are like,
are you people afraid of the PDP?
We are not afraid, but
you're sounding afraid, Honorable. You have mentioned that ex-VP Namadena Sambo is from your state. The victorious Amatrafi, who currently enjoy the Supreme Court verdict, is from your state, and you have some big political names from your state, and you keep mentioning them throughout this interview segment, warning the APC that some guys have gotten some new energy firing in them now. That if nothing is done, all of you may go to the political unemployment market.
I'm not scared. I'm not frightened, but I'm besieged circumstances. We are.
What are you envisaging? Is it an imminent defeat of the APC?
You see, yeah, because these people, they're on board for 16 years, and now it's just 2 years.
And you cannot manage.
And we're not managing the victory. We have internal feuds, and we cannot reconcile. Some people are benefiting from this feud. This is an issue where we can sit down with this governor in 20, 30 minutes, we'll solve this matter. Because we love
Why haven't you sit down? Why haven't you do it?
There was no
30 minutes. You have been on air.
They have not gone to the government house. None of us, the K23, the restoration, and the IKEDA, we cannot start but marathoning, running to the government house for reconciliation. That's not proper.
You need peace. Why don't you approach him? If you are the one who is the mature party, who knows peace, why don't you go to Malam and say, Malam, can we sit down? Let's talk peace.
I'm convinced now that you are not aware of all the initial processes, the initial intentions, the process whereby we want a reconciliation. For us to come to the media and now tell our good people of Kaduna State, the leadership of the state, that this is what our findings, please let's reconcile. Is that a process? This is democracy. And we have stakeholders. None of us has ever been invited, and we did not go to meet this particular government leadership. We're ready all the time to put everything before the table and say our state. But I'm not scared, but what I said, I've envisaged that the opposition now, the PDP,
is stronger. It's stronger.
They're becoming strong. And now they look at
and when they become strong and there is power in your house,
excuse me,
they may even get some of your members to vote for them.
That's one. They look at our weaknesses.
And which is already in public now.
It's in public. One, they capitalize with that. And they have that structure in that ourselves for 16 years. They will manage that stuff for 16 years. So they know all the nook and crannies. They know all the political interests they will adopt. They advocate to make sure they succeed against us. So now, if we know the stakeholders,
if people know the PDP is this politically smart, vibrant, and intelligent, why do you keep quarreling among yourselves?
We are not quarreling. We are quarreling. We are not quarreling. No. Please put this.
I'm sorry. Have you watched Malam fight on TV? They talk as if they have a quarrel with you. You talk as if you have a quarrel with them.
We are not quarreling. You see,
why then the
truth is that the people are betting this feud. The people following this, inciting this problem in the state, they are the beneficiary of this problem. They are enjoying contracts, They're enjoying opportunities.
So let the fight continue.
Of course. This point is for you. So because they found out if there's a reconciliation between the Akidas, the K23, the restoration between themselves and the man everybody, that's benefit. That booty, that pipeline, that well, they're benefiting is no longer feasible. Okay. I'm just telling you this. These people now instigating, causing this kind of problem, they are the beneficiaries of this problem that's happening in Kaduna State. One day you remember what I've told you, and it's time to be corrected. So now they believe the moment Mari Nasiru invite us to sit down and save our state from what we seek from the typhoon of PDP coming to us, you understand that they will never be happy with him first. And now they think that yes, he has compromised with us, and they'll never get what they've been getting, and that's going to be very, very unfortunate. So, but now, how I pray that all our agitations, all our observations, our governor will sit down and look at them critically. You understand that? And look at the interest of our state, the interest of our party, the interest of the integration of our party, and what's obtainable in 2019. And let's mediate. We are not interested in anything, either appointment, contract. What contract? What appointment? That's not a priority. We have children in this state. I'm telling you this. History will judge us. So we want the little time opportunity God has given us to utilize it. When there's something wrong, I think we have done well by bringing it so open that let's mediate. Mediation is never an offense at every category. That's my belief.
Okay, thank you very much for coming here. Former member of the House of Reps, Honorable Ibrahim Bello Riga Chikung. He is also a lawyer by profession here, and the whole talk is. But any last word? Are we going to have solution? How soon?
Yeah, there's always a solution.
No, how soon? Yes,
very soon. Look, if today, this is what I've been.
No, it's not about you. It's about the system. How do you look at the system? Can you have peace quickly? Or is it that we still have to go rough shoulder to?
No, that should be peace. You know, like we have 36 states, and almost all of them, they have their own kind of different issues. You understand? But all I believe is that politics is a game of interest, and now I'm so happy that at this juncture we have this kind of argument, we have this kind of issues, so that we have a lot of time to sit down and now resolve the problems. So now the moment we have headways, all these kind of things will just be like there. You see, in April dispensation, whenever there's no this kind of issues, forget it, you're in trouble. So I'm happy at this juncture we have this kind of experience, so that we have time to mediate, we have time to strategize, we have time to forgive each other, we have time to manage our victory, we have time to help the electorate, we have time to tell the people that look, we are just playing politics, which will not be injurious to the constituents, but we are just doing our own game, so that now people will give us our maximum, their maximum mandate in 2019. But the woman will dwell, will continue this kind of issues at log ahead from now up to an exit point. Well, it's going to be very, very unfortunate.
I said exit. You said exit.
Yes.
That means you see the PDP coming back.
You know that. They are coming, and they can't just fall down. They are praying, looking for opportunity.
But you're sure the PDP can capture Kaduna State?
They will not capture Kaduna State as far as we reconcile.
Okay. Yes. If you don't, they will capture?
No, we will reconcile.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable, for coming on the program. Thank you. I will wish you all the very best. Okay, that's how we end this interview segment. We take a break. When we return from the break, the program this morning on ITV will continue.